Beelzebub's Tales to His Grandson, Chapter 16, pages 121 to 124. The Relative Understanding of Time. After a short pause, Beelzebub continued thus. Before telling you further about the three-brained beings who have taken your fancy and who breed on the planet Earth, it is, in my opinion, absolutely necessary for you for a clear representation of the strangeness of their psyche, and in general for a better understanding of everything concerning this peculiar planet. First of all, to have an accurate representation of their time calculation, and of how the being sensation of what is called the process of the flow of time in the presences of the three-brained beings of that planet has gradually changed, and also of how this process now flows in the presences of the contemporary three-brained beings there. It must be made clear to you because only then will you have the possibility clearly to represent to yourself and understand the events there which I have already related and those I shall yet relate. You must first know that for the definition of time, the three-brained beings of that planet take the year as the basic unit of their time calculation, just as we do. And also, like us, they define the duration of their year by the time of a certain movement of their planet in relation to another definite cosmic concentration. That is to say, they take that period in the course of which their planet, during its movement, that is, during the process of falling and catching up, makes what is called its Crentonalnian revolution in relation to its sun. It is similar to our reckoning of a year for our planet Karatas, which is the period of time between the nearest approach of the sun Samos to the sun Selos, and its next similar approach. 100 of such years of theirs the beings of the earth call a century, and they divide this year of theirs into 12 parts, and each part they call a month. For the definition of the duration of this month of theirs, they take the time of that completed period during which the larger fragment, which was separated from their planet and which they now call moon, makes, owing to the same cosmic law of falling and catching up, its full Crentonalnian revolution in relation to their planet. It must be noticed that the 12 Crentonalnian revolutions of the said moon do not correspond exactly to a single Crentonalnian revolution of their planet round its sun, and therefore they have made some compromise or other when calculating these months of theirs, so that in the sum total these may correspond more or less to reality. Further, they divide these months of theirs into 30 diurnities, or as they usually say, days. And a diurnity, they reckon, as that span of time during which their planet makes its completed rotation during the actualizing of the said cosmic laws. Bear in mind, by the way, that they also say it is a day, when in the atmosphere of their planet, just as in general on all the other planets on which, as I've already told you, the cosmic process called Ilnosoparnian is actualized, that trogo-auto-egocratic process, which we call Kshtsabacht, periodically proceeds, and they also call this cosmic phenomenon daylight. As regards the other process, the opposite one, which we call Kuldatsacht, they call it night, and refer to it as it is dark. And thus, the three-brained beings breeding on the planet Earth call the greatest period of the flow of time century, and this century of theirs consists of 100 years. A year has 12 months. A month has an average of 30 days, that is, diurnities. Further, they divide their diurnity into 24 hours, and an hour into 60 minutes, and a minute they divide into 60 seconds. But as, in general, my boy, you do not yet know of the exceptional peculiarity of this cosmic phenomenon, time, you must first be told that genuine objective science formulates this cosmic phenomenon thus: time, in itself, does not exist. There is only the totality of results ensuing from all the cosmic phenomena present in a given place. Time itself, no being can either understand by reason or sense by any outer or inner being function. It cannot even be sensed by any gradation of instinct which arises and is present in every more or less independent cosmic concentration. It is possible to judge time only if one compares real cosmic phenomena which proceed in the same place and under the same conditions where time is being constated and considered. It is necessary to notice that in the great universe, all phenomena, in general, without exception, wherever they arise and manifest, are simply, successively, law-conformable fractions of some whole phenomenon which has its prime arising on the most holy Sun Absolute. And in consequence, all cosmic phenomena, wherever they proceed, have a sense of objectivity. And these successively law-conformable fractions are actualized in every respect, and even in the sense of their involution and evolution, owing to the chief cosmic law, the sacred Heptaparaparshanok. Only time alone has no sense of objectivity, because it is not the result of the fractioning of any definite cosmic phenomena, and it does not issue from anything, but blends always with everything, and becomes self-sufficiently independent. Therefore, in the whole of the universe, it alone can be called and extolled as the ideally unique subjective phenomenon. Thus, my boy, uniquely, time alone, or as it is sometimes called, the hero pass, has no source from which its arising should depend, but like divine love, flows always, as I've already told you, independently by itself, and blends proportionately with all the phenomena present in the given place and in the given arisings of our great universe. Again I tell you, you will be able clearly to understand all that I have just told you only when, as I've already promised you, I shall specially explain to you sometime later all about the fundamental laws of world creation and world maintenance. Meanwhile, remember this also, that since time has no source of its arising, and cannot, like all other cosmic phenomena in every cosmic sphere, establish its exact presence, the already mentioned objective science, therefore, has, for its examination of time, a standard unit, similar to that used for an exact definition of the density and quality in the sense of the vivifyingness of their vibrations, of all cosmic substances in general present in every place and in every sphere of our great universe. And for the definition of time, this standard unit has from long ago been the moment of what is called the sacred ego-kulnatsnarnian sensation, which always appears in the most holy cosmic individuals dwelling on the most holy Sun Absolute, whenever the vision of our unibeing endlessness is directed into space and directly touches their presences.